Psalms 88, 89, and 90. And we'll get started right here. This one here is once I turn on the lights. This one is about my death, or not my death, but somebody's death, or just about a personal death here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. YV. Why be the creator of our deliverance? I have cried out in the daylight to you, and in the night before you. Let my prayer come before you. Incline your ear to my cry. Now, that right there does not need to be doubly said. I cried out daylight, then there's the night, and there's this prayer to come before you. And listen. With your ears to my cry. Petition. If this is a prayer, then this has to be petition. And to keep this word here, and then this one isn't needed. I have cried out in the daylight to you. At night, my prayers. Yeah, let's see here. Maybe I moved a little too fast here on this one. At night. Well, you don't do that at the night. You aren't up at the night. So, in the daylight. I guess what it is then, it's not a crying out. I've asked you in the daylight. I have cried out in the daylight to you. I have called to you. I have called to you in the daylight. Right? I have called to you in the daylight. Let my prayer come before you, and listen with your ears to my petition. Why be the creator of our deliverance? I call. Yeah, I don't see this being needed. This doesn't need to be here. I call to you in the daylight. Why be the creator? Why be creator of our deliverance? Why be our deliverance? Why be the creator of our deliverance? Why be our creator? And then we'll get rid of that. Why be our creator? I call to you in the daylight. Let my prayer come before you, and listen with your ears to my petition, for my soul has had enough troubles. Now my life's ending is near. I'm going down to the abyss, and I am like a male without strength. Forsaken has come, forsaken among the dead. The forsaken are among the dead. The forsaken are the evildoers are among the dead. Forsaken, it's not forsaken, it's the evil doers, the wicked doers. The evil doers are among the dead, like this. Like the slain who are laid in a grave. You will put me in the abyss, in the darkest of places. Your will is resting upon me. Your will put me in, your will put me into the abyss, in the darkest of places. Your will is resting upon me, and afflicted me like everyone. And your will is resting upon me, and is afflicting me like and is afflicting me like everyone else. I am, doesn't work. I cannot go out, for my eyesight is fading. Will you perform your wonders for the dead? Will you depart? Will the departed souls rise up and praise you? Will you be known in the darkness, and your righteousness in the forgetfulness? I guess forgetfulness in the darkness. Forgetfulness, yes, is the correct word, because it's like a dream. The place that you go when you dream and the abyss is the same place. And you don't remember your dreams quite much, so they're forgetfulness. So that's what this is talking about. And it's just about one's death. Okay, that took forever to get through. That was the first part did. Anyway, that I believe is good enough. And titled is there. Now to move to 89, I've got written here 2 parts. Okay, I see the separation there. Let's see if they read as 2 different parts. I will sing of your love for us, forever to everyone. Forever to everyone. That doesn't sound right. Forever to all of our descendants. And I learned to spell descendants. I will sing of your love for us forever to all our descendants. I will make known your faithfulness to us. I will say your love for us is forever. You made a promise with your chosen. I guess this has to be. All these are up. You swore to David your servant, you will establish his son forever, his kingdom from generation to generation. Okay. They will praise your wonders, YV, your faithfulness in their, not assemblies, but gatherings. In the councils of the righteousness, all. They will praise your wonders. Now these are the plagues of Egypt that led them out. Your faithfulness. They will praise your wonders. They will praise your wonders. And your faithfulness. Let's put that in there. And your faithfulness in, because it's from generation to generation, it's their gatherings. In the council of the righteous ones, all. I'm having a hard time with this one trying to connect the story. Even the council, even at the council of the righteous ones who are around him. Talking about him to come, faithfulness in their gatherings. And your faithfulness in their gatherings. And in the counseling from the righteous ones. In the counseling of the righteous ones. Like every one who is around him. Meaning those that sit around the king or with the king that help him. But this one, that's how I'm putting this, or how I'm reading this. And in the counseling from the righteousness, like everyone who is around him. YV, creator of our armies, who is like your mighty Yah, your faithfulness, your faithfulness, I don't know if you need surrounding. Who is like your mighty Yah, your faithfulness will surround him. But is it faithfulness? Your love will surround him. Your love for him will surround. Your love will surround him. Your love kindness will surround him. Because I don't think our Creator has faith. Okay, I just don't see that. I just don't. He doesn't have faith. He absolutely knows for sure. Your love, kindness will surround him. You yourself will crush them who like them who are slain, like them who are slain. You yourself will not crush. You yourself will kill them like them who are slain. It has to be kill. He doesn't crush them. You scatter your enemies with your. You yourself will kill them like them who are slain. For him to scatter his enemies. I would say for him to scatter his enemies. Enemies with your right arm, with your mighty arm. And I would say 2 arms. You yourself will kill them like them who are slain, for him to scatter his enemies. With his mighty army. Okay. Next. Oh. Well, you can actually see the difference in the text. Shout for joy in your name. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of your love. The truth and truth goes before you. How blessed. If I'm tying it together, it would have to be he will and then come up here and go with your mighty arms, for you will scatter his enemies with your mighty arms. See, that's now you can see why I'm thinking this is his mighty armies. He will shout for joy in your name. In your name. Let me see, how is this? I will sing for Yah's love for us, forever to all our descendants. He will make known his faithfulness to us. Okay, now he has a faithfulness to them. I will make known your faithfulness to us, and I will say, I will make known your love, I'll make known your love for us, and say your love is forever, ever. Say your love is forever, okay. Make known, and then say that. Okay, that's, yes, this is love, 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 love. You made a promise with your chosen. You swore to David your servant, you will establish his son forever, his kingdom from generation. His kingdom from generation to generation. He will establish his son forever. His kingdom, his servants are from generation to generation. You will establish his sons forever, his kingdom, his servants from generation to generation. I'd have to put his servants. And so, since I'm in control of text, I hate this crap when this, I can't get rid of that macro any way I try it. His servants, if he's going to establish it forever, his servants are from generation. His servants, he will establish his throne forever, and his servants, are from generation to generation. They will praise your wonders and your greatness. In their gathering, and in their counseling from the righteous, and in the counseling of the righteous, and the counseling from the righteous, like everyone who is around him. Why the creator of our armies, who is like your mighty Yah, your love kindness will surround him. You yourself will kill them, like them who are slain, for him to scatter his enemies. For him to scatter the enemy by your mighty arms. He will shout for joy in your name. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of your love. And for him, and your truth goes before him, and your truth are the foundation of your love for him. With your truth, he walks, not just goes, but walks. He walks before you. How blessed are his people. How blessed are his how blessed are his people that walk in his light, for in your name they rejoice, by your righteousness they are exalted. For you are the glory of their strength, and by your favor our horn is exalted. For our okay, this has to be his horn. And by your favor now they had horns. The priests had horns to make announcements. I don't know if they went into battle with them and used their horn. They had to have some way to signal their people to do what they were supposed to do in battle. So, and by your favor, by your favor and our horns, we are exalted. No. And by your favor, our people are exalted, not a horn. If you consider Jesus a horn, that's not where this text is going here. For you are the glory of their strength, and by your favor maybe he's the one that's going to carry this horn, so his horn will be exalted. For our shields belong, for our shielding, for our shieldings are given, for our shields for well, if that's his horn, then his shield will be exalted. For his shield belongs to YV, for our King is our Holy One from Israelis. You spake in a vision to our prophets, and prophesied you will help him, he who is to be mighty, You will exalt him. You will exalt whom you will exalt whom you have chosen. Whom you have chosen. You crowned David as your servant. With your oil you had him anointed. Through That's my editing, and I know it, so it's got to be through whom your hand will be established for your arms. For your arms will strengthen him. His enemies will not deceive him. He will strike those who hate him, and your love will be with him, and in your name he will be exalted. He will cry out to you, you are my Father. You will make him our son, your son, and the highest of kings on earth. By your love for him, you will help him forever, and by your promises, you will establish his servants forever. But if David's sons forsake your commands and do not walk in your judgments or violate your statutes, or do not keep your commandments, then you will visit them with your rod, and for their sins you will leave them. But you will not break off your love for him, not from him, for him. Your promises you will not violate, for you will not alter your promise, for you have sworn by your holiness. You have sworn by your might, not holiness. We know our Creator is holy, but how do you? He doesn't need to swear by that. He's swearing by his might. Might. You will not lie to David, nor to his descendants forever. Okay, then I got a verse here that's kind of drifting off. His throne will be for you to be established forever. Now, if this is okay, I can see this is one, and it's long, and I kind of connected it so it works. Now this is definitely a second piece, because these are these are talking about this. And this is exactly what he said he would do. That's part of his promises. This can go out. We already talked about that up above here. And forever, what servants are and all this. So that would be gone. Whoops. Oh, what happened? Yeah, I got rid of the word forever there. Also, I got rid of this. but you have cast us, but you have cast us off and rejected us. You have been full of wrath. They spurned your promises for his servants. They profaned their crowns. Now you have broken down all our walls. You have brought our stronghold to a ruin. That's Jerusalem. Now all who pass by plunder us. We have become a reproach. You have salted savage, turned away. You have turned away. Oh, I see the why I got carried over here. To make us stand in battle, you made our greatness cease. And our kingdom, you cast our kingdom into the ground. You shorten our days and have covered us with shame. And covered us with shame. Now how long, Wivey, will you hide yourself? Forever will your wrath burn like fire. Remember that our span of life is, what vanity you created is for the children from men. What vanity you created is for other children from men. What man can live and not see death? Can they deliver their soul from the power of the abyss? Where is your love for us? For you did swear to David by your love for us. Remember your servants. Remember his servants. Remember her servants. How do we bear this from all our enemies? For they have a reproach for you, YV, with which now they reproach us. Okay, now these are two different parts. I know I tried to make them, but there's something missing here in the middle. There really is something missing. And that is a lot of text. So the way I'm going to do this is just and then I'm going to say that is what's missing here to tie the two together. Because other than that, it kind of reads the promise, and then this. I mean, it could go on and it could go on quite a bit here. So, but the object is it is missing. The text is missing, and it's because you have cast us off and rejected us. And this would be at Jerusalem's time, because or at the very end of the kingdom of Judah. So the words would have to come from a prophet. Okay. Missing text. Words by a And we know the only, well, let's put it this way, we only know one prophet at the end there. Well, then again, these could be Isaiah's or Daniel's words, really. I mean, what if we found Daniel's words that he prayed in the story to Daniel, or at the end, and then the angel appears and tells him how long before it's rebuilt? It almost sounds like this. So, words by a prophet, words by Isaiah or Daniel, right? I mean, it can only be either or. I will sing of YHVH's love for us. I will write of YHVH's love for us, forever to all artists, forever, for forever. I will write of YHVH's love for us, to be forever to all our descendants. I will make known your love to us, or your love for us. I'll make known your love for us, and say your love is for us is forever. Boy, I'm leaning more towards Daniel. I'm going to put Daniel first, then, because I'm seeing it that way. I really am. And for some reason, Daniel popped into my head, and I wasn't even thinking Daniel until the very end. And then sometimes I believe that's the way our Creator, well, I know He works with us. He just gives me an answer sometimes. I can't explain it, how I got it. He just says it. He gives me one word, just one word. And I have to act on that one word. This is, oh, I got to do one more here. I'm spending time like I've got years. Okay. God, you have been by our dwelling places for many generations. No, this is one of them that I got to take and get rid of this, because sometimes these things, I found that it doesn't always keep everything in order. So let's do it this way. For before the mountains were born, you gave birth to the earth. Even from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. You are our God. For 1,000 years in your sight is like a yesterday. They pass by like a watchman in the night. They pass by like a watch in the night. They are like grass which sprouts anew, yet towards the evening it withers away. For we have been consumed by your anger, and by your wrath we have been dismayed. It's written really nice. I mean, you have placed our sins, these are sins, that's why I cast them away. What is a sin? 12 commandments? You needed a sin offering. That's how you define what a sin is. A sin offering was needed for not obeying any one of the 12 commandments. Before you are secrets in the light of your presence. Our secrets are in the light. Are in the light of your presence. Okay, now this I have to capitalize because our Creator is a being of light. You got to understand that. And now that our secrets are in the light of your presence. Got it? That is a perfect sentence there. For our days have declined in your fury. We will finish our years like a sigh. As for the days of our life are but 70 years, or if due to strength 80 years. Yet our pride is a labor. Yet our pride is a labor and sorrow. Yet our pride is a labor of sorrow. That's speaking at their time, not, I mean, these I think this is after Judah's been destroyed. Who can understand your power? Who can understand your power or anger and fury? According to our fear of you, teach us in our days that we are in the presence of you with a heart of it, that we are in that we are in your presence. According to our fear of you, teach us in our days that we may be in your presence. That we may be in your presence. Is that with an S, presence? And then it's like that, with a heart of wisdom. Return to us, YV, for how long will we be sorry? For your servants are satisfied with your love, that we will sing for joy and are glad in our days, according to the days you have afflicted us for years. Appear to your servants, and your majesty to our children, and let the favor of our Creator confirm our lives. Now again, this is after Babylon. No, this is after Judah. And this You have afflicted us for years. Okay, I just had a thought come to my head that it makes sense. After they come back, no, it doesn't make sense. Well, that thought was wrong then. Because what I was thinking was, you have afflicted us for years. So this would still have to be, this has to be words from Daniel or another prophet, but it can't be from Isaiah. And I don't know who other was prophet after Isaiah that was left in the land, because a lot of this here at the beginning doesn't really matter at placing the text. But this, that's a priest. A priest knows this. Okay, it kind of does go back to what I was thinking. When they resettled, came back to Jerusalem, then when was he going to appear for them when they got their house built? This is words by a priest, and I would even go to say this is returned to Jerusalem, and then the high priest is wondering when he's going to appear to them. I think I need to read that one more time here just to, yep. You have been by our dwelling places for many generations. Before the mountains were born, you gave birth to the earth, even everlasting. You are our creator. For 1,000 years in your sight is like yesterday. They pass by like a watch in the night. They are like grass, which we are like grass. We are like grass which sprouts anew, yet towards the evening it withers away. For we have been consumed by your anger, and by your wrath we have been dismayed. You have placed our sins before you. Our secrets are in the light of your presence. I like that as being from a priest. For all our days have declined in your fury. That would be if the priest is, say, 25 years old, and let's see, it was what? I think Daniel's was 70 years before it was to be rebuilt. So it would be the next guy, and this was for all our days. For all our days have declined in your fury. We will finish our years like a sigh. As for the days of our life are but 70 years, and due to our strength, 80 in our breath. Who may be in your presence? Exactly. a priest going into his holy room to meet with our Creator. And he's asked in return to us, for how long will we be sorry for what they've done? For your servants are satisfied with your love. See, according to the days you afflicted, and now turn them days around. I am liking this as they return to Jerusalem and words by a high priest. I'm really thinking that is how this has to be placed, because these words here are from a priest. These here words are from a priest. Yeah, I can't change my mind. I can't even now try to races through prophet. Prophet can't say that. Yes, a prophet can say those. But I'm liking this as later. I am thinking here's the key. We are glad in our days. And this would be when they return. These are what would be glad in our days, that we sing for joy, according to the days you have afflicted us. See, this would be a priest way after. This would be, this tells me that if I am right, then this has to be not as soon as they come back, but they've been there for a while. Because it's returned to us. That would be a priest asking. I'm saying this is again, this one here now leads me to a priest. And it's that they've been there for a while. They're going through and doing what they know the law does for the priest. They are supposed to be offering up the sin offering. And this is just telling me that when they went in to ask for forgiveness, he still was not appearing to them, which would be the first knowledge we know of this. Can you think of any text that in the Hebrew side that told about when they were reestablished the house for our Creator, that he started appearing to them? I think that one's very. I think this is very unique. Out of all them I'm trying to place, this one's really, really something.